Hey, gorgeous. Welcome to the Earth and I YouTube space. My name is Shayna. I want to extend gratitude and love to you. I'm so glad that you found this space. Thank you for being here always. I want to give a shout out to you guys for just the wonderful, beautiful comments and love. And thank you for saying something about the sound. I understand the sound on the videos isn't the best, and I have been contemplating investing in a little Bluetooth microphone to use for videos. So you guys pointing that out really pushed me to do that. I can't remember. A couple comments have said that. So thank you so much for sharing that genuine feedback. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You guys tell me how you're feeling, what you see, what you feel. But look forward to enhanced audio within the next couple of weeks. That's super exciting, and I'm so grateful for this space. And today's video, we're going to talk about survival mode and what ascension really is. Not what it really is, because we're going to just talk about what that means. Let's just get right into it. So, in this human experience, there are essential things that we need to do to ensure our survival, our existence. And we can get locked into believing that that's all there is to this experience. And it's really deep manipulation, because it's like, well, of course I don't want to starve. Of course I don't want to perish, cease to exist before my time, before I fulfill my goal, my purpose. And so we get in these loops where it's like all we're doing is fulfilling our survivalist needs. Some call this the rat race, where people are just, that's all we're doing. We're not really living. We're not embracing the fullness of this experience. I'm going to tie that into ascension. What is this idea of ascension? It's where you're waking up and you're realizing there's more than what I've been currently experiencing. There's more understanding. There's more knowing. There's more greatness to this. And that's really beautiful, because just like the loop of survival, the capacity for expansion is endless. It's continual. But instead of going nowhere, we're going everywhere. And that's where our mindset comes into play. We establish boundaries, understandings, limitations, and within those walls, that's where our experience happens. Just checking tasks off a list and not really fully engaging or creating the space to fully engage with them, that's exhausting. That is the matrix, basically. All right, this video is going to be a little out there. I hope you guys are into it. So this idea of the matrix is kind of a compilation of rat races towards one's greatest survival, when in actuality it's not a comparative measure, because it's relative to everybody's life experiences. I'm recording this on the full moon in Scorpio on April 23rd. So that's the energy that's going on right now. And that's kind of the basis of this video, is just kind of drawing attention to the rat race that many of us have been, what is the word? that we've been partaking in, that we've been masked into believing is all life is, this unfruitful chase of money and fill in the boxes for other people, not ourselves. So, okay, we need some kind of direction here. What direction? Waking up. That's what I want to move into, is waking up from the fact that, yes, we have this very vulnerable vessel, body, beautiful body that we experience life in. And there are necessities that we have to fulfill in order to move forward. And uniting that to our spiritual goals, our spiritual fulfillment, that's when we start moving. We start getting somewhere. We start understanding the flow of life, because our human experience is not separate from our spiritual one. Our goals, our dreams, our desires, our hopes for ourselves, our visions, getting in touch with those as in the same way that we get in touch with our need for survival. Ooh, that's coming alive. That's coming alive. Our ascension journey is when we continue realizing these little truths that have been hidden, flown beneath the surface, gone under the radar. And that process continues and continues and continues. It doesn't erase the fact that we have to eat to survive. We have to drink water. We should have nourishing foods. Our relationship to those things change. That's magical. It really is. It's like these structural foundations don't change as much as our relation to them changes. Prioritizing is important because you have to find a balance of what's in alignment and what is attainable at a given time. God will always guide you to the perfect balance. It's just a matter of surrendering the control and realizing you don't always know what is best for you. We have been locked into such limitation by this concept of the rat race, this rush, this fast-paced society. And getting out of that, it's a slow process. It really and it's not about getting out of the rat race like that it's out there. It's like literally slowing your brain down to realize that there's no rush. I don't need to attain anything specific to be worthy, to feel like I'm alive. It's kind of like our dignity gets tied up into something that we can't control, and we're just like a dog like chasing its tail basically. Pulling your energy out of there. This is the vision that I just had. You are kind of like a being sitting on a cement floor, and your gold heart is tied up in a fishnet at the ceiling, and you keep reaching at it. You're like a prisoner. You keep reaching at your gold heart. That's what you need. That's your purpose. That's it. I don't need to say any other words. I'm still learning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this. Back to the visual. Um, your heart, and you're just doing everything in your physical body to attain it. And instead of doing that, you sit back, you take a comfortable position, and you literally harness your life force to bring that heart back to you. You remove the burdens and the barriers that separate you two. And slowly you start feeling that heart and the place that it's meant to be. And over time, you open your eyes to find yourself in a completely different surrounding. And it all happened within. It was never about doing anything physically to attain your heart. It was about genuinely connecting with it and understanding the why behind why you wanted it so much, what that drive is. And it's a journey. And everything that you attain just sends you on a new journey. We part of the rat race is like I don't like referring to it as a rat race. I'm sorry. I'm trying to change. But part of that mindset, that idealism of fast pace, accomplishment after accomplishment, endless man-made fulfillments, pleasures, separate from the spiritual realm, is that you believe that you just have to keep accomplishing things, and that your fulfillment and your love only comes from the completion of the accomplishment or the process of the accomplishment. And what connection to spirituality does, it teaches you to love every part of it, every moment. And when you find that joy, you can't be overpowered by an external force. That's a key as well. No one can tell you your worth. No one can make you feel like you're less than. You can experience those, but they don't affect you like they may have in the past. When you're locked into that state of sourcing your identity, sourcing your worth, being told who you are, and reaffirming unconscious, unhealthy, unaligned beliefs in your life, connecting to the life force energy that is moving at all times, no matter where you are, no matter what you're experiencing, that energy, connecting to that Raleigh, that is your key out. It's so much like a game. I mean, that's the way our human brain express it, but this is life. This is the agreement that we made to come to Earth, to have this experience, to be around these people, to journey into these endless attainments and goals and vibrations, experience certain vibrations, moving our blockages, our boundaries, clearing karmic experiences, not repeating patterns, sourcing from the endless abundant God, connecting to that unfathomable beauty that exists beyond the plausible plane, the tangible plane, the senses. Being able to go back beyond this, that is a journey. It's a constant kind of thing. But we become so overwhelmed by this game that it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even think straight. And many a times it's like these things that you thought we really wanted, we've just been conditioned to believe that that's what you want because, you'll survive. People will like you. You'll fit in. You'll fit the mold. That's not what we're here to do. And you do have to walk your own path. You're on your own 2 feet. You can have beautiful, amazing people in your life, but that's a hard thing too, is just to realize that, people aren't going to be what you thought that they needed to be. Many a times you're stepping into that place for yourself. That's beautiful. You may have envisioned that you would have a partner in your life that fulfilled you in all these ways, but plot twist, that's your job. And then it enhances the position of that person in your life even more than you can imagine because you're stepping into higher dimensions. You're making deeper connections. You're more engaged with life and your journey and with God's intentions, God's purposes. It's constantly unfolding. That's a human condition too, is it's kind of like, okay, now next, now next, now next. I have to accomplish this to move on to the next. Life is always flowing. Things are happening simultaneously, everything all the time, all at once. um, it's a beautiful, beautiful journey. So let's have some direction. Let me tie this together. Overall, the message that I want is that don't get too caught up in the human game. Reaffirm to yourself that you are having this experience and that your value is not tied to anything happening outside of you. It's not tied to the clothes that you wear, the job that you have, the way that other people think and feel about you. You can learn things from those ideas, but that's not who you are. Constantly finding center within and prioritizing that to experience this game in the fullness, to enhance your go at it, to enhance every moment of your life so you can move closer to your true north, constantly moving in that direction. And not to judge experiences, not to feel like we have to put such harsh labels on everything or know where we're going, have everything figured out. It's all happening right now. Whatever you want, whatever you feel like you need, bring it into the present so you can have more energy available. We get tied up in, putting energy in all these different places, like, oh, I'll do this then, I'll do that then, when this happens I'll feel blah 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 blah. Those are all distractions. There's so many distractions, and you take your power back by realizing that everything's happening here first. It's just being played out there, and I'm not going to let anyone manipulate that for me. We're always working with energy. It's just a matter of realizing that it's all coming from self. And no matter what anyone out here is trying to do to me, I realize that God is guiding and He's providing. He's providing me lessons, learning, growth opportunities, and true beauty. And, are you going to make your way home? How close can you get to me? How close can you come to my kingdom, even here? So that's kind of what's on my mind today. I'm recording this a little early to post it on Sunday. Um, a little more free flowing thought. Really working with this divine full moon energy to wake up to the truth of this experience. And that's truly a deep intention here, is that you can realize that you're not going crazy. We're kind of playing with a crazy system, and it's all for divine purpose. Um, but we're in this together. If you're seeing this, if I'm seeing you, we're all moving towards our truest true north and the greatest alignment with our destiny, our purpose, our golden heart. So again, deepest gratitude and love for you being in this space, and best of love on your journey, on your present now. Whatever you so need, I'm sending it to you. Gratitude, and I would love to hear from you guys. I'll see you on the next one.